Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to take it past the yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
For Green Bay.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
His Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Looking out for whatever you see the opponent might have to do.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers.
Let's go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I know I'm recording live, so let me not say too much. I don't know whether to be surprised. Those of you who know, know. It's all about, making those necessary adjustments to the line.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
So what I'm like now is that in both the pass and run game, you don't have the ability to identify.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down.
This is how it goes. You can say it's perfect until it ain't.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
You definitely going to get a piece of that. But now let's get back to it. It's funny. It's the basic. It doesn't look cute.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Packers nothing.
2nd down and 5.
Interception. You can have an incomplete. Or you can have a touchdown. That's why Coach was like, never throw the ball unless you have to. Unless you see it tell.
Now it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the option, Jackson will keep it. They run the option as Jackson will hand it to Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. It has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Here we go. Now we're going to take it up. You see, he's transitioning into what we call
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a deep.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
So I don't like Peyton Manning. You know, Peyton Manning, he picks one play. What I do is I have 4 plays that I like, 4 plays that are my favorite plays out of every package, and I put those as my home. Inside run, outside run, a play action, and a pass block. So what I do is once I have those plays, I pick a play that I think would be a little cute play. Usually I end up auditing back to one of the 4 plays. For example.
Now a run with Edwards. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to do the little the option series. I'm going to get to it, though.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. On the option, it's Jackson. An option run with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson going to run. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
7 makes it 3rd and 7.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is the first play there. Every Madden player can play.
A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You can't never let your opponent know what you're doing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Edwards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Different looks like a good boxer does.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Jackson going to look to do it himself. Jackson going to give to Ingram on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the
now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? They were eager, amped.
And now this is intercepted.
This is when you beat the foot out of them, when they got nothing left.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 1st down, it's Edwards. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
The tackle
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left-sided, he's got a man. It's Andrews. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Oh, yeah, so the thing about Lamar Jackson is the ability that he gives you to run the ball. It's not about actually running the ball.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. On the option, it goes to Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
And again, I need all the help I can get because my suffering on it.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Packers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So now what I'm trying to do right now is basically
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
just go user pick
And
all the way.
Rodgers
User alert.
intercepted a third time.
Make him quick.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Talking about something, go with it. And that's when they always quit. Look, he's going to ask for a friendly. You're not going to get a friendly, my friend. You're not going to get a friendly. You either take this house with him like a man, or you just be on your way. Exactly.